Hi there. With so many people joining the alpha and the lack of a tutorial, I decided to make a quick video tutorial for you so that you can see how the prototype of Enklave is being played. So first of all, after you log in, you need to have your GPS enabled and your position will be acquired. Whenever you move in the real world, you will get, well, my GPS is disabled right now and I am inside a building, so what do you know? I'm keep getting this acquiring position thing. So while you move around, you will gather scrap. Scrap is the base resource of the game. So I'll show you in a second what this is all about. This is the profile screen. It shows you the level, how much experience you need to the next level, and so on. So as I said, when you move around, you gather scrap. The faster you move, the lower the scrap amount. At walking speed, around 5 kilometers an hour, that's the point where you will get the most scrap. When you're in a car moving faster, the amount will go down drastically. So this is the inventory. We only have 3 items so far: the scrap, which is the base resource in the game, and it shows me here how many items I have and also the mass that it's occupying. The bricks are the building blocks that you use to raise the levels of the enclaves. Again, number and how much mass they occupy. Same goes for cells. The cells are basically energy cells. They're like a battery that you use to recharge your shields and to fire your weapon. As I said, mass is the way we calculate your inventory limit. Here is the total mass, how much I have, and out of the potential mass that I can carry. Whenever I go up a level, another 100 mass is added to the maximum. So what do I do with scrap? Well, with scrap I go to crafting and I have the option to craft different items. For now, as I said, only 2 items are in the game. So if I want to craft a cell, I just select the cell, select the number, and then tap craft. It will start crafting, and no matter what I do, even if I change the screen, even if I go to the main screen, anywhere else, the crafting goes on in the background, so you don't have to bother about that. Same goes with bricks and with anything else. You just hold the cursor and it will just select how many you want to craft. Because this is a prototype and because we're in the alpha version, we added free teleport test locations, so you can teleport to them from these buttons here. And I'll go to the most popular one. That's called the Troll Research Station. It's an actual research station in Antarctica. So when I tap this, my location is going to change to that. There you go. I zoom in a bit. And this one here is the enclave. It's occupied by an enemy. It's actually controlled by an enemy faction right now. And let's attack it and see what happens. So once I attack it, I go to the combat screen. I select the enclave as a target and tap the fire button. You see there's a timer between shots. Also there's a timer for me to use the energy cell. That's the one here. It takes less time for the weapon to charge than it takes for the energy cell to be ready to replenish my shield points. So I'll just fire a few shots here and wait for the enclave to drain all my shield. Actually, not the actual enclave, but story-wise, it's the inhabitants inside the enclave that shoot back. So once my shield points are drained, I will be kicked out of combat. You can never die in Enclave. What happens is that your very advanced battle suit will realize that your shield is down, and it will enable a cloaking mode that will allow you to leave combat. That's just the story, at least. So there's no way to exit combat. You either wait for your energy to go, you capture the enclave, or you physically move out of range from the enclave. That's why the little circle is here, so that you know how close you are to it. Once you're outside of 100 meters from the enclave, the combat will close automatically. If your client for some reason freezes, you lose internet connection, or your client crashes, or something else happens, well then again 30 seconds later you will be kicked out of combat. So as you can see, I have only a few points of energy left. You can see them here in the profile screen. The energy is being regenerated automatically over time. And again, that's my smart combat suit that will tell me now that I cannot enter combat because I'm too low on energy. So if I tap attack, I just get the message that I don't have enough energy to enter combat. So this is why we have the cells for. I'll just close the screen here and go to inventory and use a cell. As you can see, this is happening. This is instant. This is instantly replenishing my shield. So now I'm over 50% energy. I'm just gonna check on that because you need 50% of your energy to join combat. There we are. So I'll attack the Enclave again. This time I will not attack it. I'll just show you that in combat you can use the energy cells also. You can use them on yourself or on allies if there are more people joining the combat at the same time. In this case, I'll use the energy cell on myself. So I used it, my energy replenished, and now I can keep on fighting. Oh, there we go. Somebody from another faction just joined and is helping me defeat this enclave. So, by the way, oh, more people joined. That's great. As you can see, there are right now 2 blue players and 1 green player. So what happens when we are definitely going to capture this enclave unless a lot of defenders show up? So what happens when we get the enclave? Who gets it? Well, it's really easy. We do the math on the combat and we see what faction did the most damage. And also later on when we'll display the name of the player that captured the enclave, we'll also do the math and see what player did the most damage. In this case, as I have another ally here that's also on my faction, we combine our damage points and we compare that to the damage points of this green player, and in the end, as I said, the enclave is being awarded to our faction. So now I hit the build button. It takes about 4 seconds to place a brick. The first brick that I just placed gives me a lot of experience points, or 250 to be more precise, and I keep building that all the way until the enclave is level 1. This is very important because if I leave the enclave without all the bricks on it, so if I leave it, let's say, with 6 bricks as it is right now, after 2 minutes it will revert to neutral, but the bricks will remain there. So anybody can take it without just placing a brick, and also make use of all the bricks that I placed. There's no decay in the game, so it will not go down. I'm out of bricks right now. I'll just go to crafting, craft a few more. Let's say a few there. I get about, through my normal commute through town from my car, I get about 250 to 300 scrap every around, I don't know, 2 miles, 5 kilometers, 3 kilometers. So about 200 scrap. So just to get an idea, but you'll figure that out as you play the game. The brick started crafting and I have a few available, so I can use them now. I'll just keep building here. And I bet you that while I'm building, another player will attack the enclave. Whenever an enclave is captured, there's a 2-minute protection time, so nobody can attack within those 2 minutes. Anyway, if there would be a player attacking, we still need some notifications letting us know that the enclave is under attack. We don't have that now, so it usually happens when you're building. You get a notification that you cannot build because it's under attack. Again, it's not the case, it seems. You would just tap defend and you would be placed into combat on the side of the enclave, having the ability to attack, to do damage to the attacking players. Well, that's pretty much it. I'm almost level 5, it seems. So that's pretty much it for the quick tutorial. I'm sure that you will figure out other things along the way. We still have plenty of features to add. That's why the Kickstarter is for, to get the funding to be able to do that. We'll add the features anyway. It will just take us much longer if we don't get the funding. And next in line is to add a home base. That's something that you will place at your home, and you'll have the ability to store items there and to upgrade it to produce scrap. And also the feature afterwards that we will add is radar cams. Those are going to be NPC characters that will no, nobody's attacking, that will damage your enclaves, and you will have to hunt on the map. See ya.